Hi everyone, and welcome to the Relief Hub. If you're here, then you either be experiencing stress, or you know someone who's experiencing stress, or maybe you're working in a company and your role is to help the people. And if your people are stressed, then part of your role is how to relieve that stress. So the Relief Hub is designed as a community hub, somewhere where we can share our experiences, get advice, and mm, everyone. So my name is Andre Bright, your burnout coach, and I'm the creator of the Relief Hub. It's a space where people can come and commune, can talk, can share experiences. And I just wanted to have this really brief overview of the site, just so you can have a look at how to use it. If you're stressed out, it's your one-stop shop to show everything you've got in here. So if you're here already, you would have already seen this page, which is the introduction. Let me just jump out of here as a member so I can show you what it's like. Um, the first thing to go through is the community page. This is where is like the hub of all the conversations that are going to be going on. So you'd have different questions, get different topics. There'll be videos, there'll be polls and things like that. And on the top here are the tabs where you can look at something more specific. Questions are things like that you can ask us and we'll answer. Thoughts are just things that come into your mind, like what has showed up for you, for example. Wins is a space where we can celebrate each other. Mm, Let me do this differently. So on the All tab, you get to see everything that is on this page. Questions are looking at questions that you want to ask us. On the main page is when you're on the main page, you get to see all of the conversations that are happening. And you can do these by tab. So questions is questions you'd like to ask me or us, and we'll be able to respond to those. Thoughts are just things that come to mind. Wins are if you do something that helps you on your stress journey and you want to share it with us. Events. So we have physical events in person quarterly as mixers. We have online events, which I'll show you in a minute, which is in the calendar section. But this is a space for us to keep the conversations going. If there's someone you meet or there's a topic we cover and you don't quite get to the end of that conversation in it, then we'll carry on the conversation here. This tab is going to be for the podcast. So every week there's a different podcast episode, and each podcast episode is going to be speaking about specific topics, which will come with their own resources, etc. So this is the space to one, find out what topics are coming up next. Two, have the link to watch the or listen to the podcast wherever you stream it. And three is to carry on the conversation or anything that comes up, whether it's the resources or any burning questions that come up as a result of it. School is the actual master classes. So every month there's a master class on that, I think the second Tuesday, where we'll deep dive into something really specific. And that'll be me teaching. And then it comes to news, which is anything to do with the hub, any new information, any new events, any opportunities, anything else that's coming up in the future will be under the news tab. So at the top, this, like I said, is the community. So this is where you can communicate with each other. You can talk, you can look at the individual themes, if you will, and I'll show you how to post something at the moment. So let's say you want to share something here, you give it a title, you'd write something here. You have the options to add something, whether it's an attachment, a link, a video you found online, or a poll to see how people respond. And you can post it here. But the main thing to remember is to select a category, which are the ones that were above. And then you'll be able to start or continue a conversation there. In the classroom, this is where courses are going to be. So there's nothing on here right now at the record time of this recording, but I am recording a free course, which is kind of like a beginner's course for everything you need to know about stress as someone who is, maybe you're a manager, maybe you're a leader in some kind of way, shape, or form. and you want to know what might be happening with you. You've always been able to perform at a certain rate, but something's changed. This is going to be the first place to start. The relief course 101 or something. I'll think of a name for it there. Then you have the calendar, which is looking at all the events that are going to be coming up through the year. So at the moment, there is mainly just events on the Tuesdays, but then as it gets through December and January, there are going to be more events populating. Then if there's someone who you want to speak to or communicate with, you can go to the members part of the hub and you can start a chat with them, communicate with them. Maybe you met them at an event, maybe you have a question for them, or maybe you interacted with them in one of their conversations, you want to take something offline. Please do be respectful. This is a space where we want it to be a safe space. So if you are burdened with stress, responsibilities, etc., you don't want to come here and have other worries. So if there are any problems, then please do get in touch with us. We want to keep it as a place where you can remove your mask, you can be vulnerable, you can communicate as adults. So please do use it with an air of integrity. Then we have the map, which allows us to see whereabouts people are based. Now, this is a global map, and as this platform gets bigger, I expect to see more people in different parts of the world. We have a couple of people here from Sierra Leone, South Africa, we've got the States, and most of them in UK. But as this grows, it will get bigger. The reason for this is that in the community area, when it comes to events, I would encourage, if you want to meet up with people who are local to you, put a question out. Is there anyone in my local town who's going to be free in these days? It would be great to meet up with you. Arrange yourself coffee dates, etc. And then get in touch with me if it's something you want me to put into the calendar. It'll be great to see this populated with international events where people can get in touch with each other in the person. Because one of the reasons why I wanted to start the Relief Hub in general is, one, because I feel like connection is one of the things that is missing at the moment as we go more digital, but two, it's really important for us to have in-person connections as well. So the next thing here is the leaderboard. So as you go through and become more and more engaged, you'll find yourself going through the levels. Some you get points as you show up, whether it's one like is 1 point. You can get feedback as you go, and as you go up these points, you go up the levels, and they open up to different parts of the site for you as well. Certain classes, certain membership facilities, for example, are only going to become available at certain points of the of your levels. And you'll notice that these are all in the themes of a tree. So everyone starts as a seed, and then it progressively gets higher until we are all the way at the top there. So you can already see the leaderboards is starting at the bottom here. And then this is where we started, the About section. So welcome to the hub, and I would encourage you, if you have the capacity, and again, this isn't one of those places where you have to show value to be valued, but if you should feel inclined, maybe start with a question or a thought in the community space, or respond to something that already exists, and we'll keep engaging there. I will be posting on here pretty much daily. And so maybe there's something that you see which you'd like to respond to. But until then, I'll see you soon.